The Ford Focus RS is one of the most iconic performance hatchbacks ever produced, a car that has become synonymous with driving excitement, all-around capability, and pure fun behind the wheel. Launched as a high-performance variant of the popular Ford Focus Compact, the RS badge quickly became a symbol of performance and engineering excellence. With its roots in rallying, the Focus RS has developed a dedicated following and earned a place in automotive history as one of the greatest hot hatches ever to grace the roads. The first-generation Ford Focus RS made its debut in 2002, but it wasn't until the second generation that the car began to truly capture the attention of driving enthusiasts worldwide. Based on the European Ford Focus, the RS version was designed to compete with the likes of the Volkswagen Golf R and the Subaru WRX STI, two other well-known performance hatchbacks. The Focus RS was engineered to not just be fast, but also to deliver a thrilling driving experience with cutting-edge technology and engineering. The second-generation Focus RS, released in 2009, was a game-changer. Powered by a 2.5-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder engine, it produced a remarkable 300 horsepower and 325 lp-ft of torque, putting it in direct competition with some of the best hot hatches of the era. The engine was mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, and with a 0-60 mph time of just under 6 seconds, the Focus RS had the raw speed to match its aggressive looks. But it wasn't just about straight-line performance. Ford focused heavily on handling and driving dynamics, making the RS a car that could excel on twisty roads and racetracks alike. One of the standout features of the second-gen Focus RS was its advanced all-wheel drive system, a first for the RS model. This gave the car superior grip and cornering ability, which was essential for both track days and everyday driving. The system worked in tandem with a performance-tuned suspension, limited-slip front differential, and specially engineered chassis, all of which contributed to the car's impressive handling. The result was a car that could take corners with near-perfect precision, while still offering plenty of power to keep you grinning from ear to ear on the straights. Another defining characteristic of the Focus RS was its aggressive styling. Unlike the more conservative designs of the standard Focus models, the RS was brash and bold, with flared wheel arches, a wide stance, a front splitter, and a prominent rear spoiler. The car's wide body and aggressive lines communicated its performance intentions at a glance, making it stand out in a crowd of hot hatches. Inside, the Focus RS was equally purposeful, with sports seats, a sportier steering wheel, and unique trim pieces that reflected its high-performance nature. The second-generation Focus RS received rave reviews from both the automotive press and car enthusiasts, with many praising its balance of power, handling, and everyday usability. However, despite its success in Europe, Ford chose not to bring the car to the United States, much to the disappointment of many American fans. The lack of availability in the U.S. market only fueled the car's mystique, making it a highly sought-after model among collectors and driving enthusiasts. It wasn't until the third generation of the Focus that Ford finally decided to bring the RS to the U.S. market. The 2016 Ford Focus RS was an entirely new car, but it carried over many of the hallmarks that had made its predecessor so special. The most notable change was the powertrain. The 2.5-liter 5-cylinder engine was replaced with a 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine derived from the one found in the Ford Mustang EcoBoost. This new engine, while smaller in displacement, was more efficient and even more powerful, producing 350 horsepower and 350 lp-ft of torque. With all-wheel drive once again standard, the 2016 Focus RS could accelerate from 0.7 seconds, which was a significant improvement over the previous generation. One of the most exciting features of the 2016 Focus RS was its customizable driving modes. Ford engineers gave drivers the ability to select from 4 different driving modes: normal, sport, track, and drift. Each mode adjusted the car's throttle response, suspension settings, and all-wheel drive system to suit the desired driving experience. Drift mode, in particular, garnered much attention, as it allowed the Focus RS to send more power to the rear wheels, encouraging controlled slides and making it a true thrill to drive on twisty roads or track days. The third-generation Focus RS also featured a refined version of the all-wheel drive system, which was even more capable and responsive. In addition to the standard mode, which sent power to all four wheels for maximum grip, the system could direct more torque to the rear wheels for a more dynamic driving experience. This made the RS incredibly agile and capable on a variety of surfaces, whether on a dry racetrack or slippery wet roads. Styling-wise, the 2016 Focus RS maintained the aggressive look of its predecessors, but with a more modern touch. The front grille was wider, the rear diffuser was more pronounced, and the overall design was more aerodynamic, reflecting the car's performance credentials. Inside, the Focus RS was equipped with a race-inspired interior that featured Recaro sport seats, a thick-rimmed steering wheel, and a digital instrument cluster that displayed performance data. Ford's attention to detail and focus on delivering a driver-centric experience was evident throughout the car. Perhaps one of the most impressive aspects of the Focus RS was its price. Despite its advanced performance features and world-class capabilities, the 2016 Focus RS came with a starting price that made it an accessible option for many driving enthusiasts. Ford had successfully managed to create a car that could rival more expensive performance cars, such as the Audi S3 and BMW M2, while still keeping it within reach of those who weren't looking to spend six figures on a performance vehicle. The Ford Focus RS quickly became a fan favorite in the US, receiving critical acclaim for its combination of power, precision, and fun-to-drive factor. It was equally at home on a racetrack as it was on daily commutes, making it the perfect car for enthusiasts who wanted a car that could handle both weekend track days and weekday errands without compromise. Unfortunately, the Focus RS's production was short-lived, as Ford ceased manufacturing the model in 2018 due to changing market conditions and the shift toward crossovers and SUVs. However, its legacy continues to live on, with many car enthusiasts and collectors eager to get their hands on a used model. Today, the Ford Focus RS remains one of the most revered performance hatchbacks in automotive history. Its combination of power, handling, and versatility has cemented its place as one of the most exciting cars in the hot hatch segment. Whether you're a die-hard performance enthusiast or someone looking for a car that delivers a thrilling driving experience, the Focus RS continues to hold a special place in the hearts of those who appreciate true driving excitement.